So, Tim Pool, who, by the way, has self-admitted that he has no family.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. Because my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know what the problem is, though? It's definitely not me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everybody else.
So that's Tim Pool. Again, he's about to be 34. He has no family. And he does this podcast.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
So this guy's got no family. And in the words of the president that he voted for,
only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
So this guy, now Jacobin, which I am subscribed to. In fact, my Jacobin copy probably is sitting in the mailbox in North Carolina, of which I'm currently not in, released a new, issue, and they honestly, hold up, let me get the actual cover art, on here. So that way we can analyze this, and then we can look at just how dumb that shit is. All right, so this is the Jacobin cover art. And as you can see, it's got like Joe Biden, like with the Twitter birds and the angels, and like this is just a great cover art. Everyone's looking at Joe Biden. Joe Biden looks a little bit slender. I don't think Joe Biden has this kind of physique, but that's okay. So everyone's looking at Joe Biden with awe, with mystique, right? You got Bill, not to be confused with another Bill. You got Obama, who looks like he's taking a nap or something. You got Hillary Clinton, who's just happy to be alive. Right? This is a great cover. So it's obviously satirical. Let's watch Tim Pool, who, by the way, again, is about to be 34 and has no family.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Let's watch him dissect this.
And we'll talk about Joe Biden being president and this glorious image from Jacobin magazine. Now, I'll tell you what I find particularly fascinating about this is Jacobin is like socialist, like their DSA. There's like communism. They get
the way this guy's brain works, right? Like this is something, right? And again, I want to say this. This is something that it sounds like someone who's about to be 34 and has no family.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
It sounds like something that's what they would say. So like this guy is like trying to describe Jacobin. There's socialist and communism. Like listen to that. Like this is like he just totally violates his own sentence. So this guy started a sentence, and then he violates his own sentence halfway through to just say communism. Listen to it. It's great.
The thing about this is Jacobin is like socialist, like their DSA. There's like communism. They get their name from the French Revolution.
Jacobin are like socialist, like DSA and like, communism.
Like their DSA, there's like communism. They get their name from the French Revolution, and they've put a cover out, and it's Joe Biden as Jesus with the sun behind his head, literally imagery of Jesus, and there are people below him like looking up and cheering and worshiping him, and there's angels filming and interviewing him. What are these people thinking?
Stop with this obsession with putting people.
So I just want to say, like, I don't know who this is. I know Tim Pool's got a lot of simps. He's got like a lot of people that like really try to ride his coattails, and I mean, all the power to him. Like, if I were a dumb motherfucker, right? Like this, whoever this guy is, right? If I were like this guy and I was a dumb piece of shit, like monkey doo-doo for brains, right? And I had no talents. And maybe, I was in a situation similar to Tim Pool where I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
And then, instead of blaming everyone else like Tim Pool, I decide to just, all right, Tim Pool's my buddy. I know him somehow. Let me just try to usurp as many subscribers as I can by saying stupid shit and then make money and then never have to work again. So I get this guy's whole perspective, right? Like, I get it, right? Tim Pool's got a podcast. You show up on that podcast, you get paid, and you just do nothing, right? That's what I'm doing. I get paid to do nothing. By the way, where are my super chats, right?
Stop with this obsession with putting people above yourself and putting all the responsibilities and all your failures and all your hopes into one person and take some gosh darn personal responsibility for yourself.
Right. Okay. The thing about this that, again, is just so strange is these people literally based their entire lives, like their entire life for the last couple of years was based on Donald Trump. Like, Everything they would do would be reacting to other people reacting to Donald Trump. Their entire career is based on simping for a billionaire, who, by the way, probably isn't even a billionaire, right? So that's what's so bizarre. These people have spent their entire career, like, their entire career is based on one person, and this is what they're saying. Meanwhile, by the way, of course, one of these people...
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. Though, it's definitely not me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everybody else.
It's definitely not him. Definitely not.
Darn personal responsibility for yourself.
But when you have a media ecosystem that is acting like Joe Biden is literally Jesus, then I don't see how we actually solve problems. Just to clarify my point.
Now, are there people in media that are treating Joe Biden as the savior? Yeah. That's what Jacobin's making fun of, right? But these people aren't talking about like those on MSNBC or CNN or whatever. They're not talking about that. They're talking about Jacobin. Why? Because communism, bro.
Joe Biden could do really horrible things, and they don't care. But it's funny because they say the same thing about, Donald Trump. Yeah. This is people worshiping Jesus Biden, who hasn't done anything. What did he do?
He defeated the devil.
Reed up against the wall.
Yeah, he defeated the devil. There you go. The evil Trump.
Yep.
I'm glad we got like a Super Smash Brothers style like character select screen at the end here. Let's like let's let the camera move. Like just listen to this. No audio, right? Like just look at this.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family because my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everybody else.
Probably. That's probably not wrong. But anyway, again, like, I really just don't understand this whole thing. I mean, apparently they were talking about this for like 20 minutes and they didn't realize it was a joke. Embarrassing. And again, this guy is going to go on his show and tell everyone that Jacobin, communism, bro, communism. He doesn't even know what it's about. He's never read it. Of course, Jacobin, like, they talk about all the time on their Twitter page. They've got like a book that one of their people published about Joe Biden and about how garbage he is. I get fucking emails about buying that book all the time, right? It's yesterday's man, buy it now, sale, right? But no, these people, these are fierce pro-Biden advocates. And that's like really what happens when you just don't, like, I mean, first of all, it's what happens when you're 34 and you have no family.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Right, that's first and foremost. When you're 34 and you have no family, boom, right? It's a recipe for disaster. But then, like, second order, right? When you just don't pay attention to anything, right? And you can just, like, hop on your fucking, like, you just hop on, like, your podcast and you just spew shit. And that's it. Like, you don't research. You don't read. You don't watch anything outside of the podcast. You just hop on your thing. All right, I scrolled through Twitter. I found this Jacobin cover. I can riff on this for 30 minutes. And then I need to find 2 more things, and then I'm done. That's work for today, right? That's what these people treat this as. They don't give a shit. And again...
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
I'm sorry. Oh, what a fucking freak. What a fucking freak. Anyway, thank you for that.